What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be breaking down my 1 year cost of owning my Lamborghini Huracan. Now, I did just sell it, so stay tuned for what the new car is. There should be some pretty cool videos on it soon. So I'm just going to break down the entire cost from everything from maintenance to how I financed it to what my insurance was and all the different costs associated with it, because it's a lot cheaper than most people think to own and maintain a Huracan. Maybe the older Lamborghinis weren't like that, so let's just jump right into this. You know, we love the word videos. So I purchased the vehicle with about 4,500 miles for $205,000. Now, it had pretty much every option you can get. It had the sport exhaust as well. The tax I paid, because I'm in California, it was about 7.5%, so I paid about $15,000 in taxes. And then they tack on all those other fees, license, registration, blah, 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 all of those. So my total purchase price came out to $222,800. Now, most people would see us and be like, well, that money's gone. That's a lot of money and you just wasted it on a car. Doesn't exactly work like that, which is why you have to break it down and kind of have an open mind and think outside the box sometimes and see, because a lot of people will see this. They say, okay, you're buying a car. It's a waste of money. You're going to lose money and it costs this much. That's a lot to lose. Obviously, it doesn't work as simple as that. So for myself, because financing was difficult at the time due to only having 1 year of self-employment, they want 2, I had to put about 70% down. I put $135,000 down on the car and financed $87,000 at a 5% interest rate. Again, I know I could have gotten 2% if it was if I had my 2 tax returns, which is why the interest rate's a little higher. Did 5 years and my monthly payment came out to about $1,600. So not bad, but we did put a lot of money down. And my insurance, if you're wondering, was $482 a month. That's completely full coverage. So about $6,000 a year almost. Now, what were my ownership costs? So tires. I should have put tires on. I was just about to buy tires, but just sold it, so I did not put new tires on. That would have been about $1,200 if I did. Maintenance, $0. I did get one oil change, cost $280. A little bit more than average, but most people think it's $500, $1,000. It's not. Modifications. This is a big one. Obviously, if you've seen my car, has the blue chrome wrap, which is normally about $10,000. Has the Army Tricks exhaust. It has the full Vorsteiner body kit and then Aristo wheels, which comes out to about $65,000 normally. But we have YouTuber privilege. We have a channel. We have some reach. So if we in turn kind of promote those, we can get better deals. So for something that retail would be $65,000, I paid $18,000. So benefits of being a YouTuber. Total interest I paid on the car. I ended up paying $4,029.98 over 12 months of owning the car. It's been a little bit less. It was like 11 months in a couple days, but I just did it for 12 months for fun to show you guys. So paid about $4,000 in interest. Now, interest isn't the same every single month. It's front loaded, so you pay more the first couple months, and then obviously it goes down as you go. It's normal with auto loans. So my total ownership costs come to about $22,000 over 12 months. Now, I daily drove this. I didn't care about how many miles I put on. I try not to with cars I buy. However, when you move up towards hypercars and stuff, I didn't get a hypercar, you have to start worrying a little bit or have multiple cars. So I think I got a decent deal on this. I was able to sell it for $190,000 with 12,000 miles on it. So I put a lot of miles on it, almost 1,000 a month, and lost about 15,000 on the price, which if you look at ones with that kind of mileage with options, now, yes, I know the modifications, but I still have some original parts which I can resell and get some money back on that, but I didn't factor that in. So I feel like that's not too bad, because just in the car world, modifications don't hold really any value or much all, maybe 10-20% of what you purchased them for or their value, because normally a car like this with this mileage, a dealer, if you just trade it in, would probably offer you 170 to 180. So maybe I got an extra 10-15,000 off the modifications. So we sold it for $190. So let's see what our total cost of owning was. We went over all of these: modification, tax, other fees, all of that. So we add all that up and we come to $55,000. Now, I added in an opportunity cost. So I obviously had $135,000 tied up in the car that I couldn't touch unless I want to sell the car or pay the rest of it. So let's say I could have invested that money instead of put it into a car. Let's say I could get 10% a year on that money. That means I could have made $13,500 over the year I owned my Lamborghini if I didn't buy it. So I factored that into my costs. So the $55,000 from all of these plus my opportunity cost means I lost $68,609.98 over 12 months. So over $5,000 a month, almost $6,000. You're saying right now, wow, what a waste of money on a car. You're stupid. You should have put that into real estate. See right here? Put that for you guys. The people that don't know how to open their brain and think. So I made money owning this car, believe it or not. So let me break it down for you. Now, obviously, this is going to be, I should stop saying obviously, no. So obviously, it's going to be different if you're not a YouTuber, if you don't have a social presence and your business and income depends on you growing and building a following like that, like I do with YouTube, or just any ways you monetize it. So from the time I purchased this car, which was March 1st, I've grown 85,000 subscribers. I had about 7,000 at the time. We're at 92,000 right now. So I grew 85,000 subscribers. Now, what is a subscriber worth to me? A subscriber is worth $32.86 to me. Now, how do I get that? That counts any income from YouTube. So YouTube ad revenue, my courses, affiliate links, paid groups, anything like that. So I've done the math. I divided all my subscribers by what I made from them in the last 12 months. And that is what a subscriber is worth to me over 12 months. Obviously, as soon as I get one, I don't just get paid that. That's over the next year. So let's just say my car attracts attention. Obviously, that's why, part of the reason why I purchased it. I still would have purchased it if I lost money anyway. But let's just say 5% of my audience came to my channel and subscribed because of my car. So that means of the 85,000 we grew since I've had my car, 4,250 subscribers were gained because of my car. Now, obviously, there's no exact way to measure this, but I'm low balling this. I'd say 20% is this, but I want to make a point here. So how much did I make from having my car by growing my YouTube channel? Well, if we multiply 4,250 by the $32.86, we'll see I would have made $139,655 in the last 12 months from having the car. So if I didn't have my car, I wouldn't have gained those subscribers and I wouldn't have made that money. So we know the total cost of owning a car, I said before, was $68,000, which is a lot, especially if you're only keeping it a year. But if I didn't buy my Lamborghini, I would have lost out on $71,000 I could have made right here. We made $140,000. Our cost of owning was about $69,000, and it came out to a gain of $71,000 for owning the vehicle. And that's not including if I'm going to write off a portion of it for business because it's used in that. And there's a couple other factors like that. Now, does this mean if you can't afford a Lamborghini and you start a YouTube channel and you have 10 subscribers, you should do this? Hell no. You have to have wanted to purchase this beforehand. You can't do it just for that reason. It may work. There's obviously no guarantee, but you have to be comfortable buying it, wanting it beforehand. Now, the car I upgraded to right now, is that going to get me even more and push me more than this one? No, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. The car I bought is more expensive, and I could have kept this one and I still would have gotten the attention. This is purely a personal decision to get this car. And there's lots of tax write-offs that come with it. So there's a couple different strategies with buying a car. When you're trying to do tax write-offs and things like that, I'm not gonna get super in detail, but if you're using a car for business, you can write off 100% of a lease, which is why you see people like Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone leasing cars, because it can be considered business. Now, there's a lot of other factors in here, so don't just go write off a car for business for fun. Loans, it's hard to. There's a luxury car limit when it comes to tax, so do your research, consult a professional if you're thinking about anything like this. But most people would be like, wow, you just lost 70K. But I said, nope, just gained 70K from this car for owning a Lamborghini for a year. So with anything, I know this is just an example with cars and money, but with anything, most people will have a set mindset and be like, oh, you leased a car, you're wasting money, you're throwing that away. Oh, you're renting a house, same thing. You have to think and break it down. And that's the one thing I think I'm good at, is breaking things down and just seeing the numbers and what makes sense. Not what I've been told by my parents, not what I've been told by people on the internet, or even the people making a lot of money. They might not be making the right decision. For example, I didn't do a lease on this. If I did that, I would have lost less money over the life of it, but I wasn't informed enough at the time on that and didn't feel comfortable doing it. So just open up your mind and just break things down analytically, and it makes it so easy. There is no emotion in it and no question of, Oh, which is better, leasing or buying the car? Well, do the math and see when you think you're gonna sell it. If you guys want a video on that on my new car, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet, let me know, because I can break it down. There's numbers on my board behind me. I hope you guys can't see them. If you can, oh well. I can break it down more on what I decide to do with tax benefits and whatnot when leasing or financing the car, and what the whole process was of buying the new car, because I've been recording the entire process from researching to negotiating to buying to taking delivery and everything. So if you want to see that, leave a comment, let me know. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.